Hi, and welcome to Design Space Friday with Shirley Ross. Today I'm going to show you how to make this custom tag. A friend shared a Pinterest pin with die cut tags such as this, and so of course we decided we had to figure out how to do it. So we're going to start out with a circle and a second circle and a third circle. I'll put the third one up over here. So we're going to make the first circle 3. And we're going to make the second circle 2 3/4, which would be 2.75. And we are going to select those two. So they're around it, and you can see they're both selected. And then we're going to align and center. And then we're going to slice. And we're going to delete those out. All right, the next thing we're going to bring in are 2 squares. We can probably do this with 1 square. We can duplicate. So what we want to do is to unlock it down here in the corner so that we can make it into a very thin rectangle, because this is going to be what attaches the word and the design to. So we'll put that there, duplicate, and we'll put this one here. Let's go a little higher with that one. I think that's good. And then we will weld. And so now we have the frame. So the next thing we're going to do is let's bring in the text. And I went with "A child is born." Let's misspelled it. All right. Now what we're going to do is make it smaller. So we'll catch that, because we want it to go. I'm using a very plain font, but you could, use whichever font you want. And we're going to unlock it because I want to make it thin to fit in there, but I want to make sure it's touching on the top and the bottom. And you can see that it is doing that. Yeah. Now it's not quite centered, so let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, it's too far over. And down a little. Might even bring it up just a touch, just so it's just barely touching. All right, and over just a little more. All right, that looks good. Now we can select all of that and weld. So now your word portion is in. Let's minus it out a little. So the next thing we're going to add is the image. And what I used was, I went for a search on Nativity, and I'm bringing in a card from our Artfully Sent cartridge, which I was still on the going fast section of my website. So if you want to pick this one up, you need to get over there before they're gone, because it is one of the ones that is retiring. Now I'm going to grab, I just want the nativity scene, so let's just grab that and group it just so it will move together. And now what we're going to do is size that so that several of the parts of it are touching the frames of the, there we go. Bring it down a little more. Right, so you can see it's touching in a lot of places. Plus, they are touching each other. So when we weld, they will weld together. So let's weld it. And now you see you have the nice beginning. Now I do see a little bit of a, let's undo that. Oh, it's a little bit bigger. We'll be able to see it a little more. There we go. The end of the skirt was hanging over, so we can't do select all because we have other things on, so we just want to select that way. So we just are picking the items we want. There we go. So now it's done. Now there's a couple more steps to do. Let's because we want to get rid of this open space. So we're going to go down here to contour. Contour lets you take out cut lines and sections that you decide that you want to take out if they're available. And this one is, so we're going to take that middle one out. And you see it went light, so then we can close it, and so that finished that off. Nice. And then of course we're going to take this circle and make it very little, and we are going to arrange it to the front so we can see where we're putting it, and then line it up in the center. And if you need, you can do a line with a line here, and you're only going to be able to do horizontally, I think. Yeah, so now it's between that. You don't want to do anything else because it will move it down into the center. And then we're going to slice, because all we were looking for was to put a hole in the top of that. And now you have a custom made tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for stopping by. See you next Friday.